guys, so it is time for September favorites. I felt like this was a really boring month for me, but I'm just going to show you some things anyway that I really enjoyed using and doing. First and foremost, probably the biggest thing, the biggest change, the newest thing that I do is my eyebrows. I've been filling in my eyebrows probably for the last 3 weeks. Most of you guys have noticed it. You've been asking like what I did differently to my face. I filled in my eyebrows. I don't know what possessed me to do it. I think I just did it one day, like just for the heck of it, and I really liked how it looked. I don't know why I never did it before. I just figured because my eyebrows are so dark that I really didn't need it, but it's made such a dramatic difference in them, I feel like. I don't know, I've really been enjoying it. So, the thing that I use to fill them in is MAC's Charcoal Brown eyeshadow, which hopefully will focus for you. Back in the day, when I first started getting into makeup, I went into MAC and I asked them what they would recommend to fill in my eyebrows. Like when I first started watching YouTube and everyone was filling in their eyebrows, because honestly, before YouTube, never would have thought to fill in my eyebrows ever. And this was recommended to me by the makeup artist there, and I've just stuck with it ever since. I always thought, you know, to try to match my eyebrow color, but and now obviously I know and realize you want to go with a shade lighter, because you don't want to go this same shade as your eyebrows or even any darker, because it's just going to really change your face and change your eyebrows. The point is to just make them look, you know, filled in and full, not really dark. Unless, of course, you know, you have really fair skin and maybe like really blonde hair, and you need a darker color to make your eyebrows show up. But if you have like olive skin tone like I do, dark hair, dark features, I get a lot of questions about like what I use for my eyebrows, because a lot of you do have the same color features as I do. Definitely you want to go for a shade lighter than your hair. And for me, that's charcoal brown, and I have them filled in today. I've literally, probably for the last like 5 videos, they've been filled in. I feel like now if I don't do it, it looks so weird to me. Even like when I would leave the house to just run to the grocery store or something, I would always put mascara on. Now I always religiously make sure to fill in my eyebrows, because I feel like now that I've been doing it, if I don't do it, it just looks really weird. So that's my secret, MAC's Charcoal Brown eyeshadow. It is a permanent shade at MAC. If you don't have this color, you could get any, like I said, any shade lighter than your hair, if you have dark hair like I do. I know a lot of people really love the eyebrow pencils. That's all well and good. For me, lighter, softer is better. I get a softer effect with the shadow. Sometimes with the eyeshadow, eyebrow sticks, it can come off a little bit stark. I think the eyebrow sticks are really good for the people with really light hair that want a more defined brow. But if you're like me and you just want to fill in like sparse areas, the powder shadow works best. And the tool that I've been using religiously is this brush that doesn't even have a name on it. It came in the high definition packet of 3 brushes from Walmart. It came with this brush, the double-ended brushes, the synthetic ones. And it's just an angled shadow, or an angled brush at one end. And this to me is like the perfect size. And then the other end is like this little comb. So how I do it, it's like the end of the night, but I get a bunch on my brush and I always start from the middle and work my way out. Now I don't need to lengthen them, but you definitely can. And you could always darken that up. I'm going to lengthen mine just for the purpose so you guys can see. But always start at the middle. If you start here where it's going to be really dark, that's really going to change your face. So then I just take whatever's left on the brush and bring it up. And I kind of just go over that with my finger to blend it and just comb it out. Same thing on the other eye, because you could even tell that's even kind of faded from today. I find that short strokes through your brow works best, where you don't have to pack on a lot of color. You could even outline like the top and bottom, but I kind of just like to fill it in evenly so that everything looks polished. I get my eyebrows professionally waxed. That's another question. This video is turning into an eyebrow video instead of a September favorites, but I do get my eyebrows professionally waxed. I've had the same fantastic, phenomenal friend of mine that is an esthetician. She's been doing my eyebrows since I was 18, and I've religiously, like, she's the only one that touches my eyebrows. So I would suggest if you want a new shape or you want to start waxing, find someone and stick to that person, because they will know what to do every time. You don't have to worry about them messing up your eyebrows. And yeah, so like I'll pluck in between, but for the most part, I get them waxed like weekly, every other, sometimes every 2 weeks. And I fill them in with that brush and MAC Charcoal Brown. So let's be done with the eyebrow talk. Favorite eyeshadows, NARS Galapagos, which honestly, it's such a pretty sparkly color, and I didn't pick this up for the longest time in my collection because I think the gold sparkle really intimidated me, but it honestly like goes away once you start blending, and I use this mainly as a crease defining color. You really don't get the gold sparkle, and if you do, it's very, very, very minimal. You really just get the really pretty dark tone of the shadow, and you get like a nice gold sheen. So I've been using that as well as Folly together. This is another permanent shade at MAC, and it's a little bit warmer than Galapagos, and together they just make a really nice defined crease. And sometimes I won't even like put anything on my lid, I'll just do the crease. And do the same thing with like Bobbi Brown's Taupe shadow. Same thing, like I did in that tutorial. This is so pigmented. The Bobbi Brown gel liners, I've been really loving the Chocolate Shimmer ink, which looks like this. And what I do with this, obviously, is I use my Holy Grail best brush ever for liquid gel eyeliner, is the Sigma EO5. And I will also take the small angle E65 brush and kind of blend that out and even maybe thicken it a little bit, and then I'll go back with another EO5 brush and Black Track fluid line and do a really thin line. I never thought to do that before, but it actually looks really, really pretty. It makes your eyes look more defined, but it's still soft because you're using the brown as like the top lid liner color, and the black just kind of defines that lash line a little bit better. The Bobbi Brown gel liners I've been using religiously for probably the last, I bought these way before I ever got into MAC, and they've really lasted me like, I would say 3 or 4 years, and like they haven't dried out yet, so I really do like those. I've been using this a lot. I took this to Aruba with me, the Dirty Grease Paint Stick, and I know these are discontinued, but the reason I'm telling you is because if you can pick these up at a CCO, or maybe even your MAC counters or stores still have them in stock, highly recommend them. They're super nice and easy just for a quick go-to eye. Like for the weekends, I just smudge it across the top, smudge it along the bottom, curl my lashes, and throw on mascara, and I'm good to go. Sometimes if I want to skip the black liner, I'll just line it with this. You could even kind of very messy take it and just kind of rub it on your lid and then blend it out a little bit messy with your finger, and then put like Folly in the crease or something for like a really nice subtle smoky eye. But it's just like a basic taupey color. I don't really know anything to compare it to shade stick or grease paint stick wise, but that's what the color looks like. And I just like it because it's like kind of in the form of a pen, and it's just easy on the go. Really, the only 2 lipsticks that I've been loving this month are Revlon's Fuchsia, which I talked about already, found at the drugstore, and MAC's Speak Louder, which is the color I have on my lips right now. It's a more toned down pink. The Fuchsia definitely is a more cool blue tone pink, whereas Speak Louder is a little bit warmer, almost like a melon pink, and to me, a little bit more, if you're too, you know, not as confident yet to wear bright pink fuchsia lips, start out with MAC Speak Louder. I used to think it was just like a summer color, but I've been wearing it a lot, even though it's kind of still summer fall, and I really like it. It's just a nice on-the-go color, and it's a cream sheen, so it's super, super creamy, and I just love it, especially with pink cheeks, which is my next product, and this is NARS's Matahari. I almost got rid of this in a blog sale once, a little while back, and then I was like, no, it's too pretty to get rid of. It's a matte pink blush, but it has really pretty purple tones to it. I threw that blush on before I filmed this video too. That's what the color looks like. I don't have any MAC blushes like this, especially the fact that it's matte and doesn't have any sheen or sparkle to it, but I find this is more of like a winter fall blush because of the purple undertones that it pulls. It's super pretty. I really like this one from NARS, and being that it's so pigmented, you really only need a little bit, apples of your cheeks, with a nice pink lipstick. So pretty. And finally, I have been reaching before I went on vacation. This was my go-to foundation. I went back to the Sheer Glow from NARS. I am in the color Punjab. This color is not going to match me now because it's a little bit too light. But I went back to this and I was using this for basically the whole month of September. And I just really liked it. It's not a foundation that you need to set with a powder. You can, but you don't need to. And the other thing I love about it is it photographs beautifully. I wore this when I was in my brother's wedding a couple weeks back. Photographed so well. There's no SPF in it, so you don't have to worry about that. It stays put, and it just looks great on your skin. It just is like, I would say it's more like a medium coverage foundation, but that's definitely the one I've been reaching for the most. Now that I have my color, I really haven't been, since I've been back from Aruba, I've just been putting some concealer here because I have a ton of redness from the sun. Like right now I don't have any foundation on, I just use some concealer and that's really it. I'm not really going to wear any foundation until this tan fades, but I hope that you guys enjoyed these little favorites, and I don't know where I was going with that. If you want to leave your video response of your favorites or tell me in the comment section what some things you've been loving this month of September, then please do so. Happy officially fall. So excited. I'm so excited for like the dark vampy nails and like the dark lips and the sweaters and the Ugg boots, and oh, I'm so excited. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.